Welcome back into the High School Fan Zone on a Wednesday night. We're going to switch gears here a little bit. I think this is the second time we've talked golf, maybe third, but second time with Liberty for sure. And there's a reason for that because these guys are really good. I can't remember who it was I was talking to. It was one of your girls was talking about, we've got some trophies to put in the trophy case. You've already got it. You've got a state championship trophy there. Who? I told him to go talk to Coach Sexton. Because he will make sure that they know where that's stood. That's from winning a state championship in your first year. But things are different. Coach is different, and you guys have stepped up to coach to 4A. Since you've been around for both of them, let you guys introduce yourselves by voice so they know who's talking.
I'm Reed Blacklock.
I'm Luke Level.
Coach Wilburn.
And I had to make sure that Luke knew this was a radio booth. I don't know if he's ever been in a radio booth in his life. If his dad's listened, I'm just kidding. Reed, how are things different this year? Because you guys are still really good, but the competition is different. I don't know if it's better, worse, or indifferent, but it's different.
Completely different. I mean, in a good way, for sure. Like, I think it's way more competitive than last year. I mean, it was a strong field like last year too, but I don't think it's even remotely compared to like the field that we have this year. Last year we had one team that was like, a good competition for us, but this year we have 2 to 3 to 4 teams that are in our like good competition, and then even like, I think all of us just want to win it like a lot more than what we did last year. I don't know why, but I want to win it for Coach too. And so, you
get that taste of success. That's hard to get out of your system. Cord, you heard what he just said there. You've coached really good teams at Lubbock Cooper, really good teams at Monterey. This is a new experience for you being a 4A coach, but also, I think we talked about this before, you were handed the keys to a pretty nice Cadillac.
A very nice Cadillac. I'd say more like a...
It makes me sound like an old man. These guys probably don't know what a Cadillac is.
I mean, the nicest Cadillac you can get, I don't know what that would be, but that's exactly what I got the keys to. And it's been really fun watching these guys compete at a higher level. I know Coach Sexton has been to San Antonio a couple times and Austin with some other teams, and it was really neat to see these guys win down there. And not only that, but seeing the whole team get better. I feel like we've got 2 really strong teams.
Yes,
two really strong teams that, if we play well, you never know what can happen at regionals.
Because both teams qualified.
Yes, sir. Both teams qualified.
You see happen once in a while, but you get this is second-year school. I know it shocks me. One reason you guys are better this year is sitting to your left.
Yes.
That's young Mr. Level there. So I happen to know Luke's dad a little bit, Chris Level.
Yes, sir.
And we talked in the offseason because I was asking, is he excited for basketball? He said, no, he's a golfer now. I said, what? Yeah, he's decided to focus on golf. You picked up a pretty good hobby there, Luke. You're pretty good at this hobby. What's it been like for you to jump into the water with these guys?
It's been fun. I mean, you're really surrounded with like a lot of talent, and then playing with them, obviously, it's been like they help you out a lot, so it's been fun. But yes, sir.
And both you guys have the advantage of having a very competitive older sister who's very good at what they do.
Yes, sir.
Because I got to know Big Sister when she played volleyball at Lubbock Cooper. What has Luke brought to the table for you guys?
Oh, I mean, it's funny because, he was a solid golfer. I played with him once in the summer. He was solid, but I really think, I mentioned it last time, like if you keep playing, like you're going to gradually get better and quick. And I think that's exactly what Luke has done, and he's brought it completely like to our team. It's helping us tremendously, honestly. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think anytime you go out to the golf course, Lake Ridge, and not only me, but Coach Sexton and some other people, anytime the course is open, Luke's been there. And Luke is an athlete, first of all.
So he's a good basketball player.
He's got that competitiveness in him. So I think that's the one thing that he's brought over is his work ethic and how competitive he is, because he hasn't settled for just a spot. I mean, he's really trying to be one of the best, and it shows by the way he works and practices.
All right, I mentioned the basketball thing, Luke. Can you still post up your dad?
Probably not.
Can you beat him in horse?
I can definitely beat him in horse.
Yeah, I've heard stories about Reed here that he used to test his sister a little bit on the basketball court.
It's been a second, but I need to run that back.
She's probably a little tougher than I don't mean tougher in terms of toughness, but just she's learned some stuff being a college player. So.
I don't know. Reed played Coach Hicks and I, and Reed had about 8 threes against us, so he's still pretty good.
We'll get back to talking Liberty Golf after this break on the Patriot Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score.
Breaking down Liberty sports. This is the Patriot Fan Zone podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back into the Patriot Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score. I'm Randy Rosetta. We're talking Liberty Golf. Cord kind of alluded to this. I mentioned that these guys, I probably haven't been detailed enough. Not only did Liberty win the district tournament, District 5 4A tournament, they also won second place. So both your teams, 10 guys total, correct?
Both our teams, and we had young man Cash Calloway qualify as an individual.
Oh, wow.
And not to leave anybody out, but we also had Ireland Wyckoff and Ellie Norris qualify for regionals in the girls division. So we had a really good showing for Liberty.
So instead of a short van, you have to get the whole bus, which means Joe Sexton has to go whether he wants to or not.
Well, Coach Hicks drove the bus.
Did he?
Yeah,
okay.
He drove the bus for us, and he helped those. I mean, Coach Hicks he's probably the glue that's kept everything together, making the transition. He was with Reed at State and those guys, and he's been a really good help with me transitioning. These guys to me. He's kind of been a good bridge. So he's a huge help, not only driving the bus.
I'm going to get myself in trouble. So Coach Cord seems like he's pretty laid back, pretty easygoing.
Of course.
So you need Parker there because Parker gets wound tight, at least in basketball. Maybe he's a little bit different in golf.
Honestly, I would say, I mean, obviously I didn't play basketball for him, but I mean, would you say he's a lot more chill?
Yes.
And yeah, I mean,
Totally different.
but overall, they're both. It's like the perfect. I always tell my friends like with Coach Wilburn, Coach Sexton, and Coach Hicks. It's like the three, like all the personalities is just like, I don't know, just iconic. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. It's the perfect 3 coaches I could ever ask for.
All right, so I asked Luke about playing dad one-on-one in basketball. If you guys get your 2 dads together for a quartet, who's winning that?
Definitely us.
I don't think it would be without a doubt. We would smoke them without a doubt.
To be fair, they're older guys. They're not as old as I am, so I'm not casting any stones here.
I might have to say, if it was half court, they might get y'all. But
No, I meant golf, but if we're talking basketball, we can talk basketball too.
Oh, golf.
Yeah,
Both sports.
Yeah.
I think.
Golf would definitely be these guys.
Yeah.
Golf would definitely be these guys.
Yeah.
So he's sitting down there. Can Coach still swing a club pretty well?
Yes, he can. He can.
I don't have a great swing. We'll put it like that. I don't have a great swing, but I can get the ball in the hole.
All right, that's important.
He has a good short game.
Yeah, I know how
he's
to
a
play
really
the
good
game.
short game.
And Parker told me he wasn't really a golfer.
He's getting better.
Now I'm not going to ask you guys about playing him in basketball because I'm no offense to either one of you. Parker's taking both of you guys to the hole.
Oh, I know.
Either that or he's going to step out and score 50 points like he did in a high school game once.
Yes.
No, these guys are definitely better than I ever was or probably could have ever been. It's just amazing to watch these guys and their swing speed and then their touch around the greens. JB, Jackson Blue, the guy that won the district for us, the guy just hits it a mile, but he's so good around the greens and it's just such soft hands and it's just amazing what these guys can do.
Incredible short game.
Reed, remind me, he came up big at state last year, correct?
JB?
Yes.
Or
was it regional?
Regionals, he had a good both days of regionals. I don't remember if we took his score on the first. He did exactly what he needed to do for state. I think we ended up taking a score the first and second day, and it was good. But yeah, he did exactly what he needed to do. So did Colton and all of them. So it was good.
All right. So Luke, making the transition from basketball for that first season, where you guys there were some growing pains.
Yes, sir.
To golf, when you step into all of a sudden you're stepping into a team that's got that big trophy that won that state championship. How was it? What was that like?
It's good. I mean, just to know it, like you're walking into like a program that's already established. It makes you more confident, obviously, and then surrounding yourself with good people. It makes you feel better about playing the sport, and it obviously makes you better.
All right, make your dad feel better than me because I'm a big basketball guy. You miss basketball too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much.
That was a fun team to watch. They did a lot of good things. They're going to do a lot of good things in the future.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I'm still surprised that you don't have some basketball Jones that you don't get out there and play a little bit, knowing who your dad and who your sister are.
Well, yeah, I still love to play a lot. I mean, like you said, I don't remember what 2 weeks ago we played that like 2v3 and that was fun. So I'll every once in a while I will go out there and all that. So
maybe next time we'll ask about whether Kid Brother can take you to the hole yet, because is he taller than you yet?
I don't want to believe that he's taller than me, but he's probably taller than me.
That's an impressive looking young man. But that doesn't surprise me because that family, so do the Levels though. So Holland was as good a volleyball player as I've seen. So that's enough reminiscing because we're coming up on the final break here. This has been the High School Fan Zone on a Wednesday night. We'll be back Monday with the LISD schools on the High School Fan Zone. It's 100.7 The Score, and I'm Randy Rosetta.